Welcome to some One Piece action. So here's our Katakuri deck list. This is as far as we was able to take it. So hopefully you noticed that we are not playing as many ramp cards as the average Katakuri deck. You want some substance, so find your best option to remove some ramp cards and add in something that's going to really help you control the tempo of the match. Because to be honest, you literally just need one ramp card for the most part, and that's it. You can excessively use your leader ability. You just need one of them on the board. When you get two, you start going plus. So why play like an event to ramp every known ramp character? Like why? And I've said in other videos, like once you get to play 8-drop Katakuri, you don't even need any of your other ramp cards anymore. So yeah, keep that in mind. The leader is an aggressive leader. I feel like there might be a place in the format for him because I'm noticing aggressive decks are performing pretty well in my humble opinion. So yeah, play a card and just keep swinging. Keep swinging. And you might not even need the amount of ramp cards that we're playing. It's just we created a curve, right? Like we decided to play ramp characters that provide a bit of a curve. So you got the Pudding, you got the 5-drop Kid, more kids than Petal Sparrow. But we actually wanted to adjust our Petal Sparrow number because he is a 7K swinger and he does help cycle. So he's pretty healthy. So yeah, do as you please, but my biggest advice to any Purple Katakuri player out there is to lower the amount of ramp cards that you would normally have in the deck. Just lower that and start adding in events that help with board removal. Start adding in characters that are going to be more suitable for you, whatever the case is. So that play actually allowed us to ramp because Pudding refunded us. Petal Sparrow gave us the extra Dawn. But I think that was more to cycle. Or maybe that was to get the extra Dawn. I'm not too sure. Like I said, Petal has that benefit. You can try to fix your hand if you want to fix it. So the game is pretty much turned on at this point. We're attacking for 6 every turn, no regret. The benefit of being a 5-life leader, we could just take these hits until we're ready to start turning things up. I think this is worth a block. Come on now, that's 10K. And we take this one. Amazing. We're just not scared, are we? They are playing a purple black deck. I don't think there's much to fear in terms of hand control cards. We have a crap ton of cards. We are about to develop a blocker because keep in mind we set up early the last turn we set up the 2-drop Katakuri. So we're going to cheat out this 8-drop. I don't think you need to put in Searcher. So Pudding does have that ability to essentially allow you to keep I'll get rid of a 2K. You're gaining a life. Okay, we got rid of a Katakuri. Oh wow, so we're gonna attack that. That's the only reason why we did that Zoro, because there's no way we must be attacking that Luffy. We're not attacking that Luffy. You must have forgot about the 7K part, or yeah, I don't think you need to search unless you're gonna search for more big moms or something. Oh yeah, you don't need the kid anymore. That makes sense. Darn. I don't know. I wonder if that play could have been dealt with better. But anyway, are we gonna block now? Because that blocker's been on the board for a minute. I mean, it's a 10k swing. See, if you use the blocker, it will force them to, yeah, there you go, make some investment to make their next play. Yeah, we don't need to put in. Okay, cool, cool. And then you have an event still in your hand. Oh, right. Leader ability in 2K. Yeah, that's a good play. Are we going to use this Katakuri now? I'm surprised we didn't use it last turn. We still have that 2-drop Katakuri. I really don't know what's going on in our player's head. Oh, wait. Does it have to do with the opponent's Don count? Is that what it is? Because I think they won. They have 7. Interesting. Yeah, take that Luffy off the board. They're going to have to chuck some cards to try to keep it. Dag. Is their hand bad? See, me personally, I would have targeted that Luffy with the Big Mom ability. So that Luffy wouldn't have been on that board. But yeah, I'm starting to think maybe they're managing their Dawn to stop us from using our Katakuri ability. And we hard cast it. Hey, do what you gotta do. Technically, we could use Peril to give us an active Dawn. It's just our hand looks so good right now. I guess that's another thing to think about. Like, when are we going to use it? Like, why haven't we used the event to just take something off the board? Yeah, that 8-drop Katakuri is something special. Well, we don't have an active Dawn, sadly. But we have 2 2Ks and a 1K. But we don't have an active Dawn. And honestly, we might need to use that event in hand. But for the most part, y'all can see what I mean. Like, maybe our build we can probably still reduce the amount of ramping that we have. You know, we can probably still reduce the amount of ramping that we have in this deck and, you know, figure out some other cards that are worth playing. But this is what we did. So essentially we're gonna move on to, you know, another leader. Hopefully, I want to work on Red Purple Kids sooner than later. Like, that's kind of what I'm eyeing with this new mentality, this new strategy. But yeah, looking at this match right now, I mean, you can argue that we still have too much counterpower. I mean, not counterpower, too much ramping, right? These board states that get created, you only really need one. You only really need one card to help you, you know, sustain your Dawn. Now, granted, if they take it off the board, that's where things get more complicated. Oh wow, we chose to take. I'm confused. I'm really surprised we didn't just like leader ability in 2K. Yeah, if we had an active Dawn for this event, then things could be a lot safer. Oh, we have a block. That's right. You gotta be careful with these clicks. Clicks trying to set you up. That's the funny thing about the app. There's no such thing as misclicking in real life, but and they did a good job trying to put a lot of safety measures in place, you know, to help prevent mistakes. But it's still funny to think, you know, you could just misclick and just have a point of no return. Like, oh nope, you clicked it, that's it, you lost. That we dug into this deck like 10 extra cards to not find another 8-drop. Yeah. If we had just simply targeted that 6-drop Luffy with Big Mom, it would not be causing us this problem right now. It would just be off the board. Okay, I think I understand. Instead of struggling to get that Luffy off the board, just put the leader in a bad position. Oh, we're finally going to use it. Okay, cool. Careful. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense why we was the hacking the leader. I actually even forgot about the event card. You know, I kept bringing it up, and then I forgot in that moment. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. You could just ignore your target that you're guaranteed to take off the board, right? You could just ignore it, put pressure on lead, and then use the event to just get rid of it. I mean, we got the whole 1K, 2K combo. Then they get to attack again. Oh yeah, we counting out, yeah, countering out of this, and we still have Dawn for the event. We don't need to. I'm confused. Yeah, I don't think we needed to let the Katakuri go. I guess it didn't matter. Respectfully, they had no active Dawn. So, Dawn stack swing. I got you. Still, that just looks so shaky. That's creepy. I'll go Katakuri. Yeah, it does suck. Look, all the 2-drops. So we bottom deck like 3 ramp cards a second ago, but we have 2 on our hand. So now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we could adjust the amount of ramping characters available. But who knows? The way the app be treating you sometimes, you might have games where you don't draw a single one of them. But yeah, it is tough. Like, what purple has access to, it still feels so limited. We're what, OP11, like 11 sets in, not even including starter decks and, you know, EBO and all that stuff, and it just still seems like purple doesn't have enough. It's creepy. I mean, purple Luffy is good because of the leader. The leader just allows you to just ramp fast and drop bombs heavy. But outside of that, if you're not doing what that leader does, it's like, what cards are you really gonna use? They share boss cards. All you see is 9-drop Luffy, 9-drop Big Mom, and now 8-drop Katakuri. So hopefully they create some diversity for purple, because I don't know, it's a little ridiculous. Okay, I respect it. In my mind, I was thinking blocker kid. I mean, because respectfully, there's going to be some annoying things hitting the board. It's like, why not ramp? I mean, not ramp, gain life and just, you know, take them off the board like that. So now they should tunnel vision that 2-drop. That'll be nuts if they choose to ignore it. They should be tunnel visioning that 2-drop. Can we technically... We would have to make a guess. Okay. We would have to guess. If we can somehow magically guess what would be on the top, then Peril can give us an active Dawn. Okay. And then we're gonna gain the active Dawn and then give it to Pudding, I'm guessing. Wonderful, wonderful. See, oh my god, they took that. Did they take that because they want to, or did they take that because they have to? Like I said, these decks play so many bricks. So many bricks, it's not even funny. Rayleigh. That's hilarious. Wonderful, wonderful series of selection. Yeah, you gotta love blockers in clutch situations like that. It's like, oh, you got no more to your play. Let me just block that. I mean, low key, I'm thinking what, Big Mom, and then end your turn. Okay, interesting choice. Such an interesting choice that I'm a little confused. So we have that event. I think that event gets rid of an 8-drop, so that's hilarious. They got another one. But I'm sure we're about to take this one off the board. Yeah, there we go. Man, but they got another one. I'm sure. I feel like they're just going to drop the next one. Wow, they're thinking. All right. No. I mean, I know they got a Roger in their hand, but they're probably also thinking about setting up another 10-drop. So it's either they go Rayleigh or they go a 10-drop. And they're probably thinking to themselves, well, if I set up a 10-drop, then with 10-drop Shanks, then my Rayleigh is technically stronger. So they're just probably trying to debate. Okay, so they just went with the Rayleigh. That was almost a whiff. Yo, wait, y'all saw that? That was actually 3 heats in a row. 2 Uso Hot Siege, the blocker, 2 heats, and then we drew into a heat. That was tough decisions. Are we gonna cycle? Is that what's about to happen? Okay, another 8-drop. Yeah, the cycling is important. Okay, board removal combo. There it goes. At least it ate up a lot of Dawn. And then we have the blocker. This is a battle, but they only got 3 cards left in their hand. I low-key felt like a giant swing. Or you just attack with everybody, because that's another problem. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. That would create a problem for them. Let's keep Dawn up for our events. Yeah, I think. Oh, recycling. Well, we got more defense. Okay. My thought would be more so to not even put a Dawn, swing for 7, and then put a Dawn on Puddin and swing. That's where my logic was at. Okay, restanding our characters basically incentivizes them to only attack our leader. Okay, free 1k pump, which is great. That's actually a free block. Because if we can, I believe we could use that event on characters. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. That's like a misplay. The leader ability is only once per turn. Interesting. They're going for pressure. But they only got okay, there you go. I feel like that whole exchange could have been way better. I think that turn was very shaky. I really do. Okay, yes, poke for 5, please. They got no cards in their hand. Why did you swing for 6? Oh, the leader ability. I forgot. My bad. I forgot. Shanks' leader ability. Okay, that should give us the game. The funny part is Pearl's ability, we could have still used it to gain an active Dawn. I wonder how this Nami has been doing. I think she gets stronger in the next format. I've seen her in some tournament. Y'all probably know what tournament I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a bunch of draw. This leader can really influence their draw. Attack for 6. They're gonna draw into a 2K. That's funny. So if they don't have one now, that's annoying. Oh no, they always have one. That's the leader ability, so it doesn't matter. Yep, and Heat gets to become a 6K character. So yeah, Heat's in the deck for more aggression. Since we get rewarded for constantly Don minusing. Essentially, he's perpetually a 6K character. Oh, okay. I was like, did they misclick or something? No, they just don't want us to ramp again. What are we? We have 5 Don. Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking about earlier. Like, if the game is not giving you a bunch of ramp cards, and you, especially if you got the one and they take it off the board. So right now, I mean, the 8 drop is in our hand, but right now we are in a compromised position. We don't have our ramp card on the board. So if we start down minusing, we're putting ourselves in a negative boat. I mean, I see nothing wrong with just developing the 2 drops and then just saying your turn. Wow, that's nuts. But we're on the odd curve, so that's tough right there. Oh no, but when we're at 7, they're at 8, right? So we would be able to use Katakuri, right? So yeah, I would have just developed a 2 drop. Wasn't even thinking about that till a little bit later. So yeah, just play the 2 drop, end my turn, and then go, oh snap, that's right, they're gonna be at 8. No, so we can probably count that as a misplay. So those blockers are gonna come in handy. Cheat the 10 drop, cheat the 8 drop out for 2 Don. Now that we have a ramper, we can comfortably use leader ability. That is 7. So we know heat is going to get taken off the board, sadly. And there's no point in developing anything, to be honest, because that's just going to be a target. So yeah, make them uncomfortable with heat and hope that they play their Gravity Tiger just to get him off the board. Because if you develop anything right now, it's just going to encourage them to Gravity Tiger your board. So hopefully player here does not develop anything. Okay, well, we developed stuff, but maybe maybe no. If the opponent's smart, oh, well, okay then. I was gonna say they can gravity. Oh, things is happening. I was gonna say they can Gravity Tiger the 2 active ones and then try to swing on the rested one. That's where my logic was at for a second. Okay, so I mean, we got choices. If we want to have active Don for Kid, we can do that. So we would have had 6. In fact, we could have developed Kid, have 6, and then play the event. But there's no big threats on their board, so that's fine. So please start swinging on all those heats, because the truth is they're gonna Gravity Tiger those things. Yeah, you can't tell me this don't look scary. You already know that's Gravity Tiger. You already know that's just a... Why you Don Xing? Did I miss something? Did we discard Gravity Tiger? Well, not we, but they. No, where we ended? I would have swung with everybody. Am I missing something? Wasn't I paying attention? Did they discard Gravity Tiger? If they did, they're crazy. There it goes. Yeah, I would have got value out of those. Man, listen. I would have swung with that whole board. Bah, 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 bah. He would have been in trouble. His stomach would have been hurting from all those swings. Alrighty. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, play that. And then when you do your swing, you'll be at 6 dawn. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he gives this deck lots of extra value. So I recommend any purple category player out there to just play Heat. Trust me, it's a low drop. It's gonna go to 6k because you're constantly using your leader ability. It's gonna, for 3 Dawn, you're getting a 6k character essentially with counter power. Trust me, it's worth it. I mean, like I said, it's up to you because as you can see, the ramp characters were kind of shaky, but essentially you could feel that there might be too much and you could trim the fat on that, which will allow you to add more of whatever seasoning you want to the deck. But the overall performance has been better. Like, trust me, don't put so many ramp cards in the deck. The overall performance of the Katakuri has been better. Well, the good thing is we have a card to get their blocker off the board, so... Okay, I respect that play. Well, Thanks for watching.